Hi, and welcome to Climate Rio. My name is Erica Valdez Gonzalez.
And my name is Pablo Gonzalez, and we would like to welcome you to Climate Rio, Laredo's one and only indoor rock climbing gym.
And right now I want to give you a little tour. So when you come into Climate Rio, we have our chlorine station where you're going to step, make sure you get your shoes, dry them off, and then grab some hand sanitizer. We do require that you wear a mask, and then also we need you to sign a waiver. So for adults or 18 and up, they go ahead and fill out a waiver. Okay, so after you sign your waiver, you'll be greeted by one of our staff members. And if you do need rental equipment, we do have adult and youth harness. Also, we do have rental shoes. And if you want to see these real close, then you can see that there's a lot of protection on the toe. The reason for that is when you're climbing, you want to push from your toes. So pretty much like ballerinas on their tiptoes. So something that is essential for a rock climber is chalk. So currently, due to COVID, we're no longer renting chalk, but you can purchase your own, and these are really neat. One of the best things about this chalk is that it's 80% alcohol and chalk, so you're getting a 2-for-1.
Go.
And as promised, I'm going to give you guys a little tour, and I'm going to introduce you to the different types of climbing that we have to offer. So with this mat, we actually can do bouldering. What is bouldering? Bouldering is when you climb 15 feet high without a harness. And that's why we have this mat. If you come with me, you're going to see that we have these, and you can do top rope. So essentially what it means is you're climbing up. And we also have, you can see right here, we have audible aids. And that's pretty much like the mechanism that you have for your seatbelt. And it's going to slowly release the person. And we also have, for those of you that are more advanced and experts, we have lead climbing. And lead climbing is when you climb outdoors. You're essentially bringing the rope and clipping yourself as you go. So from anybody, whether you're beginner, intermediate, or expert, anybody can rock climb with us. And here, we have the waterfall feature. And that's pretty much going to give you a different way of dynamic of climbing. And the great thing about rock climbing gyms is that when you see a route, meaning like these white ones are creating one route which you climb, maybe one day you see them this way, and then the next day we can take them all down and rearrange them. So that's one of the best things about climbing, is that every day can be something different, or even you can actually go from intermediate and then finally advance to moderate and then expert. And what we love to do here is that anytime, even if you're afraid of heights, that's no big deal. Actually, I have a little confession. I am actually afraid of heights. And it's all about conquering your fears, so don't worry. Anytime somebody comes for the very first time, we will guide you, we'll give you a basic introduction of rock climbing. And I did want to discuss how we even started this business. So one of the reasons why is because I have bursitis. So back in 2014, I was injured, and I couldn't even lift a half-empty bottle of water. And one of the things that I was watching was American Ninja Warrior. And I saw an adaptive athlete. This was a person that was an amputee, and he was actually modified, and he was able to run. And when I saw that, it just opened up my eyes and pretty much made me want to try climbing for the very first time. And at the beginning, I couldn't even lift my body. So all I would do was just essentially touch the handholds. And then slowly but surely, I regained my strength, and now I'm able to climb. And that's something for anybody to pretty much conquer their fears. And when you are starting a new business, you're gonna have fear, because that's part of nature, especially with the economy. So back in 2018, we had the government shutdown, and so a lot of people were not able to participate in the extracurricular activities that they wanted to. But at the end of the day, we passed through that. Now, coming to 2020, we have COVID. So that was another little hurdle. But the great thing about it was that people are being very helpful, and everybody wants to wear their mask and actually take care of one another. And one of the greatest things about Climate Rio is that I was always pretty much on top of the fact that I didn't want people getting sick, because when you go to a gym, people are sweating, so you could always, pick up any type of infection, a disease. So we're always trying to maintain a clean environment. And one of the best things about Climate Rio was that even though we had COVID, the only additional thing that we were able to establish was when you come in, we step on the mat with chlorine, and then we added the face mask. Why? Because we always had hand sanitizer, we were always using Lysol to clean, and then we always had our wash station. So I want everybody to wash their hands before and after they come and they climb or work out. And in addition to that, when we have climbing shoes, and I'm going to demo real quick, those are climbing shoes. Do you want to step over here? So, one of the rules that we have is that if you're going to enter the restroom, you have to remove the shoes. That's another way in which we eliminate all the germs from getting on the handholds. And this is something that we've incorporated, and it's pretty much been really working out great for us. So if you ever want to come, make sure that when you enter, you step on the mat, you also have hand sanitizer, and then before and after you leave, wash your hands in your hand station.
So the type of fitness that we practice here at Climate Rio is unconventional fitness. You can see the battle ropes off in the distance. You can see a steel mace, a kettlebell, and a club. That's what sets us apart from everybody else. We do have barbells, we do have plates, we have rowers, we have all these other things. But one of the big things that we use are these unconventional implements, very different. The biggest reason that we use these is because they're working on different parts of your body that aren't typically going to be used in other places. For this reason, it helps to build that strength in places that people typically don't get to. One of the biggest reasons that we enjoy being here and that we like teaching this style of fitness is because we've seen it help people in the past. We've seen it help people who were having issues with mobility, who couldn't reach down and touch the floor, who couldn't bend their hands in a particular way. A lot of what we do is not only the strength and the conditioning, but a lot of mobility, a lot of what we call durability. So that helps people get mobile and help people get to a place where they need to be and where they want to be. We take a lot of joy and we take a lot of pride when we have younger people who come in and can kill it and do great. That's awesome. But in all reality, where we're proudest and where we feel the best is we can help somebody who is having trouble moving or having trouble getting around and getting them to the place where they want to be. Helping those people who don't have that ability get there and go beyond that.